Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Off the Board, where we are using our Pinterest pins as inspiration. The pin I chose is another scrapbook layout, and I am basically taking these vertical panels and using those on my layout. Almost a scrap lift, but maybe not quite. I don't know. This is also a Paw Your Way Into Our Hearts hop, where we're featuring our pets, and I am using product from Some Assemblage Required. This is the set I used. I think it may be out of stock currently, but there are a couple other sets that worked as well. Same with this dog one. So this Mary's Garden works as well. It has very similar leaves in it, and the paw prints can work in place of the dog icons, because all I'm using from the dog icons are the paw prints. I am using one of these cut files that I went back to my binder of cut files when I pulled out the Disney one for last Friday's layout and saw this one in there and thought, you know what, I'm going to use that for a dog layout. And so here I am doing it. Making it happen. I'm not sure where the file came from, but I like it, and I thought it was perfect for these two photos that I have of my dog and my son's dog. And this was while we were getting my parents' house set up for my son to move into. And this is one of the bedrooms. They had just moved the bed in and made the bed, and the dogs hopped up on the bed. And they aren't really probably waiting for snacks. Well, you know, dogs are always waiting for snacks, but they're probably not. It's probably not dinner time during these photos, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine if the title is not exactly the same as the photo, because like I said, dogs are always waiting for snacks. At least mine is. I'm using a really old paper from Teresa Collins. I believe it's called Wonderful. Super old. Also, this piece that I am cutting to back my cut file, I do not know where it came from, just in my stash. Actually, this was in my scraps, and I am totally happy to use scraps anytime I can. When we are doing a lot of layouts using collections, I don't get to play in my scraps as much because we are working from a specific collection, but in this particular case, I think this is perfect, and I'm going to do it. So I am basically just tracing the inside of each letter, and then I am cutting just slightly larger around the outline that I made. I am cutting it from the back side, so I don't have any lines, or I'm tracing it on the back side, so that's why my cut file is upside down, in case you're new to this. Tracing it from the back side, and that is so I don't have to go back and erase lines. Now, if there's a specific pattern that you want on the front side and you want to capture that and you want to trace it on the front side, you can certainly do that. It might be easier to trace around the outside of your letter and cut slightly smaller, then you don't have to erase anything. Now, you can do that from the back side as well. It's just a matter of preference and what is easier. And I go back and forth between the two, because sometimes when you have overlapping pieces, it's easier to do it one way versus the other. And so it's not a one-size-fits-all type of process. And I didn't make you sit through all of it, although you did sit through most of it. So hopefully that wasn't kind of boring for you. But if I figured we have 31 days of cut files coming up in August, so it was a good idea to show you guys how to back a cut file, or get you guys at least so you have a little bit of knowledge of it and have seen it a little bit in case you're playing along. So if you're not sure what that is, it is a series that MK and I do, where we have created kits of cut files, one for every day for the month of August. You could purchase those in her shop, Some Assemblage Required, in case you weren't aware. And you can purchase them pre-cut, or you can purchase them as a digital file and cut them yourselves in any size you wish. So those are available in the shop. I'll put a link down below just in case that's something that you're interested in. But be prepared. In August, you're going to see a lot of cut file layouts and different ways to use them. So I was just putting my paper back together there in order, and here I am just marking what order they go in on the back side, because I know as I go ahead and rough them up with my edge distressor, which is also from MK's shop, Some Assemblage Required, which I think she's out of stock on these right now, but you can always put your name on a wait list for them, or on a let me know when you get these in stock. It's not a wait list, it's a let me know when you get it in stock notification type deal. Anyway, I am roughing up those edges because I didn't want that to be a perfect panel. I want it to be a little bit textured, and I really like the way that that looks. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start adhering those down. I did trim everything down, the outside of my paper, by about a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, because I need to make enough space to have the little gaps between my strips of paper there. Now, if you're wondering about that cut file, how it doesn't look like it goes straight across, it does not go straight across. The K is a little bit wonky, and I think that is by design, and I'm just going to go with it, embrace the wonkiness of it, even though I am not a wonky type of scrapbooker. Normally I like things lined up, but these are very just fun and playful photos of the 2 dogs, and I think it's going to be fine. So, and not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my style typically. So, but every once in a while it happens. I am going through the 49 and Market Spectrum Sherbert collection. As you can see, I still have a lot of stuff left over from that, and I have used this collection so many times I can't even count them. It's been so much. But I am going to go ahead and just keep using it as much as I can, and trying to get these things on layouts. The pink works perfectly. I think we've got very monochromatic looking photos, and I chose pink for the title, so I'm going to play off of that pink, and I really like the way that that looks, and it makes me happy, so we're going with it. I feel like I do a lot of pink layouts for her. Their dogs are both girls. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it matches the little pink inside of her ears. I do blue layouts too, because it matches her eyes, but yeah, they're just super cute. So here are the 2 wood veneer pieces that or 2 wood veneer packages that I'm working from. And like I said, if they are out of stock or on low quantity, there are a couple of other options that would work to recreate this type of a layout if that's something that you're interested in. Or you can always hit the notify me when they're back in stock button, and you will get a notification when they come back into the shop. On that note, MK and I are both on vacation, and she will not be shipping until August, I think, 9th. So if you put an order in, just know it's not getting to you right away. So anyway, I am pulled out a couple of the little floral bits and the leafy bits, and I'm liking the way that that's looking. I like the little paw prints going from one photo to the other. I think that's super cute. That is very similar to what is on the original layout. She's got butterflies flying up in that direction. I have butterflies also. I think hers are mixed media butterflies that are inked on. I'm just using mine in wood veneer paw prints instead, and I'm liking how that's looking. So I am gluing everything down with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, kind of working from the top down so I don't mess up the placement of things. And then the wood veneer does have a masking over the top to keep it nice and safe when it is getting cut on the laser machine, so it doesn't get scorched. So that's what I was doing there, was just removing that masking. And then there is adhesive on the back of all of the wood veneer already ready for you to go, so you just got to peel that off and stick it down, which is fantastic because you don't have to look for your adhesive and how you're going to adhere it down. So that makes it really nice. And they're just a 1/16 of an inch thick, so nice and thin. They don't add a lot of bulk to your layout. So I'm just kind of figuring out the placement and getting everything glued to my photo, the little clusters glued to the sides before I stick them down, and then the title will get stuck down after that because the title kind of goes over the top, and I didn't want to accidentally, stick the title down and then have to pry up those little black letters that are super delicate and then accidentally rip one. So working on the actual photo with the clusters first, and then going ahead and sticking it down, especially at the top here where the black letters again go right over that photograph. While I go ahead and stick those down, don't forget there are a couple of hops going on today that I'm playing along with. One is Off the Board, and there's a link down below for the playlist for Off the Board. This is a series by Crystal Barrett over at Pineapple Papers, and she's been doing it for several years. And there's tons of inspiration. This goes on the last Wednesday of every month, and then for the whole month of July. So you can get tons of inspiration, and it's all going to be different because we're all working from our own Pinterest boards. So nobody's is going to be matchy. So go and check that out. And then this is also a Paw Your Way into Our Hearts hop featuring pets. If you're interested in documenting your pets more, or animals of any kind more, it's a great hop to go and check out. There's a list of people playing along down below for that as well. And then the links to the Some Assemblage Required shop are down below, as well as the products that I am using today. So you can check that out. So now I'm just adding a little bit of foam to the back of these butterfly wings, and then a little liquid glue to the center of their body, so that then when they go in the page protector, they don't get squashed down and look like a flat butterfly. They will still have a little bit of lift, even if they get squashed a little bit because of it's foam. So there's a potential that they won't, stay as dimensional as they currently are. That's okay. I'm okay with that. So now I've just placed my paw prints, and that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm just adding a little bit of the little tiny florals, and I think those are super cute just to play off of the wood in this layout, and I really like how the wood goes really well with the background that I chose, and hopefully you do too. If you do enjoy it and like the way that this looks, I would love for you to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really love for you to subscribe as well. Hit the bell for notifications, and you'll get a notification every time I release a new video. Thank you again so much for watching my channel today. I know you guys have tons of channel options out there, and I am really just feeling blessed that you chose my channel to watch. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.